Both of you guys take 6 cards. 6 is the maximum that you're at for today for each of you because there's only 2 players.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, you don't have to take 6 cards if you don't want to.
Alright, well,
Oh dear, here we go.
it's been a good time, but the magic stick of ever growing is no more.
Okay.
Magic item goes bye-bye.
It was just a
Oh, it's not
weird
magic.
thing.
Is it magical technically, or?
Actually, no, that's a tech item.
Great, okay.
One
what
torque
else?
goes away. Bing!
1 fork.
Torque. Ice torque.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah, technically I do have those, even though I don't wear them. So
Well, have you seen how many is in the shared storage currently?
No.
and then multiplied again? Holy shit.
You know what would be really funny is if Freddie did actually put them all on and he ended up having, you know, like those African ladies with shit that have the long necks with the bracelets on. You could be like that with the talks, mate.
Wow.
We can imagine
129? What the fuck?
You can imagine if it multiplied the abilities for everyone you had on. That would be pretty sexy.
Right. So
Logan, I have 12 bumps.
I am Ice Demon. Right. You guys are starting off in, you know that you're in Kinleyville. You're sitting around the PC house outside.
I got to play
great.
Anti-greed. Which you play immediately. Oh, anti-greed? Okay. You got any greed cards?
Anti-greed, not anti-greed.
Nope.
Cool.
In England, we say it like English people do.
Right. Anyway, you guys are sitting around in Kinleyville. The house is very nice. You can hear guards outside guarding it, or guards, and yeah, they've got actual guards on the house now due to repeated break-ins. Apparently.
What?
Yeah.
How's the celebrations going? The week-long celebrations I proclaimed.
Oh, those are already done because the PC spent a week painting somewhere.
It's been a long time, yeah. It's been at least 3 months or something since you played.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The PCs are like, let's go paint for a year until I can get a fucking check in this.
I suppose we are mortals.
Alright, so are the talks still there? Like all of them are still okay.
They're actually flowing out of the storage chest and stuff.
Alex,
the storage chest lid is kind of up a bit with torque spilling out.
I don't know what kind of news you know about and what's been going on. But I mean, there's things that need doing. Not least of which
you were outside.
I listen.
Give me listen rolls.
Oh. Listen. I don't want to read today.
Don't worry, we know that you never learned to read at all. You guys heard. I think Alex Kinley's in there. Quick, go get Darius and let him know.
No, I'm not here.
You hear somebody running off.
I pull out a trump of the embassy. You want to read?
Yeah, let's go.
He shows his card around. You guys disappear. He comes back with Darius and a bunch of other guys. They burst in. Alex,
Darius down.
Right, you guys managed to escape the various plots and such there.
My God, Trump's so good.
I mean, it took 2 minutes. By the way, just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Come on, baby. Come on. Gotta get there. Oh, yeah.
And then we'll get to this place and it's going to be like, hey, is that Freddie we hear? Fucking get the other Trump out.
So you guys are in the embassy and such. You're sitting there.
All right, so Well, I was gonna try and do something with those tools, but
Door bursts open. Rhino Head Guard looks at both of you carefully. Goes, "You're not Joshua."
no, he's busy.
Oh, good. He closed the door.
Yes.
Alright, so
just in case.
Yeah, you hear him wandering off. He's not in a hurry though.
Good.
I'm just imagining kids, all the kids labeled plots, hanging off Kinley's legs and him kicking them off.
The funny thing is like how many MMOs or games where the PCs actually run away from the plot givers. Most times they're like, "Where are the plot givers? Where are my quests? I want to kill 10 fucking turnips." And then we were like, "No, fucking the plot givers are coming. Use the escape cards."
Yeah.
Oh, love it.
Well, it is underlining the value and importance of having a good trump deck.
Yes. Indeed.
Do you have a good trump deck, Kinley?
I'm getting it.
Okay. I know Freddie's got one of the better. I think his is only second to Doc Colton's.
As far as our areas, I've got the Royal House in Amber, White Dove, and Kinleyville. I do not have the embassy. We could have a painting.
You don't? Do you have inside the firewall, outside the firewall also?
I have inside firewall. I was there with the three of them when we did the whole thing, so I can get straight to the house, the Amber House.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So
shows them at the Amber House, guards running up. God damn it!
Alex, do you know that there's a new pattern around?
No.
Okay, well, to put a long story short, the Red Gem of Judgment went bye-bye. Doc and Joshua and Razlan found it, or just Doc. Joshua died trying to recreate the pattern. Then Doc did some shit. Joshua came back. He's now in Obed's body. And then Doc made the new Obed. He's the weird guy from Kinleyville. The Gimp.
Ah, yes, of course. I knew the name, I couldn't picture it. Oh god, he's in that body? Oh shit.
Yeah. So this is still alive. So
must have fumbled his life.
So then so then Doc made a new pattern to stop everything from going to shit, basically. Because, well, things were changing, Clem was acting weird, winter was coming, all sorts of crazy shit was happening. But it seems to be okay now.
Give me pattern lore rolls. Or shadow lore rolls. Shadow. The shadow.
Man, we've got way too many words writing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, hold on. Shit, I'm looking at the bloody monster list.
It shows them rolling monsters. They show up. Rah! He's like, damn it, wrong thing.
Oh my god, seriously, I know I've got. Oh, here we go. Oh, yay!
You're thinking, yeah, that's probably. It's probably because McKay is using Obed's body that all this happened.
Yeah, I'm not surprised he's a freak.
Cool. Sorry.
Anyway, there's a new pattern now that Doc made, and no one's walked it yet. And I just wanted to let you know, in case you wanted to walk it, you will get probably new abilities and other stuff like that. So just letting you know if you want to. I don't know what the trial will be. I don't know if it will be the same as the other pattern in Amber, or if it will require you to have different sort of, skills or abilities. But just letting you know if you want to try it, I can take you there. It's up to you.
So where actually is it?
It's in a it's near the water fire. There's a little saloon called the Last Chance Saloon. You go there from Clem's, so you'll need to be there first before you can use Clem's.
Yeah.
So I can take you there if you want. And then you basically, there's a wall, you put your hand to the wall, and you get teleported inside of, I believe, Ghost Wheel, if I'm not mistaken. And the pattern is in there.
So
there's also a this weird hand scanning device or something. Basically, you put your hand on it, it scans you for some reason, and then it will probably ask you to walk the pattern. But you don't have to. I don't really know what it's for, but some weird AI shit.
Weird AI shit?
Yeah. Some kind of computer thing. Way beyond my comprehension. I didn't mess with it.
So what, the new pattern is connected to some kind of AI?
I mean, Ghost Wheel, I don't know if Ghost Wheel is some kind of an AI or what, but I know that this computer thing, from what Joshua told me, is some kind of really advanced AI machine thing.
Demons, yes.
Yeah, but basically, yeah. Alright, the other thing, if you don't want to do that just yet, and I have a feeling you might be interested in this because it may piss off Doc if you do this. His quote-unquote girlfriend, Kim, was kidnapped by a group of thugs or gang members, whatever you want to call them, in Alien Post-Apocalypse, along with a few of her men, well, several of her men. And we'd originally struck some kind of a trade deal with them where they would supply us with manpower, labor, basically, in return for just basic food and cigarettes, stuff like that. But they've all been kidnapped, so we may want to go and rescue them before they die or something.
Well, the kidnappers have been kidnapped.
Sorry, what was that?
The kidnappers have been kidnapped.
No, the kidnappers kidnapped Kim, who is quote unquote Duck's girlfriend. She has this child, I believe.
She's at Amber, right?
No, she's in Alien Post-Apocalypse.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, not Mel.
No.
Right.
Yeah,
not Mel. So that's another thing, and yeah, that's kind of the main thing that's happened since I last was around. What about you? Anything new with you?
No, I've been a blank slate for a while.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Also, I want to try. I have a sneaking suspicion that there's a lot more to Clem than meets the eye. So before we go do anything, I just want to pop over to the barbershop, and then you can decide, like, do you want to go walk the pattern? Do you want to go rescue Kim? Do you want to do something else? And do you know a Mr. Hunt?
No.
Somebody who you apparently dealt with regarding the white dove originally? No? Okay. Well, apparently there's a
Well,
A guy called Mr. White, Mr. Hunt. He wants to speak with
maybe I just
yeah. Fair enough. Maybe Joshua knows him.
I've looked
That's
that
fine.
up. Yeah.
No worries.
Yeah.
Just letting you know what's up.
Right.
How are you guys dressed currently?
1950s like clothes.
Full gold
Regular.
plate armor, of course.
Very well.
Oh, and I have still my my long black dreadlocks with a long black beard on still.
All right.
Changed his appearance.
Yes. If you do walk pattern, be sure to let me know what gear you want to try to walk it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Probably a good
I'm gonna play outdoors person if I lose it. Yeah.
Yes. Question. I have a failure is sweet. So would you like to take that and potentially try and keep it to the end of the adventure to pick your stat up? Because I don't need it.
What does it do?
It means that you can basically automatically fail your your roll. So as long as you basically roll a 7 on one of your stats, or if you've got a really high level skill that likes it like 98 or something, and you're like, I'm never gonna fail that. You can he fails it. Yeah, it's a sexy card if you want to get it's especially for stats. You've got to roll out 7, but if you get a 7 or you want to roll a couple of pause, then that's like automatic stack up basically.
Yeah. Shit, I forgot. Logan, is it okay if I just I'm not gonna use any cards or anything. I forgot to roll my willpower thing last session. Is that okay if I just do it real quick? There's skill up.
Yeah, of course.
I won't use any cards or anything, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 196 or higher. Nope, okay. Oh well, whatever. Yeah, I'll keep it, yeah, sure.
I'd rather have you try and get his stats up if you can.
Yeah, because his stats are so fucking low. What? Oh, I feel sorry for fucking Wrestling Rad. He's sitting close to like human minimum on most of his.
Let me trade you. Oh, hold on.
Give me
you can have, I don't know.
Give me crap.
Sure, yeah. You can have this. This will come in handy, I promise. Alright.
Yes,
Alright, so I want to go over to Clem's real quick.
You guys head out of the embassy. There's some housekeeper lady who's like she's a cat-headed lady, and she goes, "Excuse me."
I look at her.
I get ready. I just get my hand ready.
She puts her hands on her hips. Don't either of you want any food before you go?
Yeah.
I suppose.
This way. She takes you guys in and feeds you makes and feeds you a good meal. She is like, "Oh yes, my name is Foxy. I'm running things while the elves are in Kinleyville."
Nice to meet you, Foxy.
Hello. Yeah.
Are the elves back in Kinleyville?
Yes.
They're taking another vacation, are they?
Yes. Well, it's been quite a while since they've had one, and they do have now family and friends over there that they need to visit.
That's crazy.
Yes. After a good meal, she says, "Oh, yes. Are you going into town?"
Maybe. Why do you ask?
I was wondering if you could take a note with you to drop off at Keanu Beaver for me.
Why don't you just let someone else do it?
She gives you the look.
Oh my God.
I mean,
She just gives you that glare that women can give that makes men go, I know I'm fucking up somehow.
Keanu Beaver. Came out with that.
Kinley is losing his
fine.
mind.
Okay, sure.
She
When
hands
do you
you
need it delivered by?
Hmm?
When do you need it delivered by?
Now would be fine.
And where is Keanu?
Yes, he is over near the train station. He is one of the people who is helping supervise the train station. Thank you.
Okay.
Here
All
we
right,
go.
fine.
Some more. Didn't take long with it.
All right, fine. I'll drop off the note and then we're leaving.
Fine, she says. You guys are going outside, and you notice the garage that you know that the spaceship's in. That's under guard with rhinos. Over there is a very vivid red and yellow tent. It's kind of like set up like Bedouin style tent, although they're using a lot more vivid colors than the Bedouin are known for. You're not sure why it's there. It's not being guarded.
I think I know what it's for.
We're
not going in it.
As Logan attempts to lure him into somewhere else.
You're like, avoid this, avoid that, avoid this.
Alright, I'll ask for directions. Where's the train station? Just some guard.
One of the rhino guards gives you directions to it. It's not difficult to find.
Alright, we'll go there real quick and yeah.
All right. So you guys are heading over there, and the people are like, "Hello, Australians! Hello!"
Hello?
It's completely yeah.
You're pretty sure they're going to ask you stuff, Freddie.
Don't even look at them. Just beeline it to the train station.
Very rude to the various animal-headed people that are greeting him in a most happy, fond manner. They seem friendly. Freddie stomps his way over to the train station, and a beaver-headed guy is there, and he is currently talking to some other people, and he's like, yeah, we're going to have to get some help with that. I'm not even sure what to do.
Did you let us run?
You just throw a letter to him and start running off. He's like,
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, both of you guys give me sprint rolls as you run away. He's like, wait a minute.
I get my back of my hand ready for Bernie Mac slaps.
Freddie's sprinting for all he's worth. And you are too. You guys go. Deanna's like, damn, we could have used a couple Australians.
Alright, 2 clams.
You guys run over to Clem's. Your penis armor.
Run everywhere from now on. Just sprint everywhere.
Shows people sprinting after you. Lots. You're like, run!
Kiss my baby.
You guys reach Clem's, otter-headed Clem's in there, and he says, howdy, what can I do you for?
So, Logan, the last time that I detected pattern here and succeeded, am I able to tell what is, like, patterned, or is it, like, just a general area?
Over there is the closest you can get.
Over there, okay, so, like, just the entire shop then, or, like, the corner of the shop? Okay. Yeah. I wanna try this. I'll probably fail, but whatever. I want to try analyze, what was it called? Analyze power pattern.
Ooh.
On because it has to be an object. I want to try the towels.
The towels.
Yeah.
Whoop, 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 says Freddy.
Nope. Okay, well.
Oh my God. All right,
I'll try some other time. All right.
I'm trying to sense Trump just for the hell of it while he's doing it.
Kinley's going, whoop, whoop, whoop. You're becoming worried that people will eventually catch up. It shows like a bunch of animal-headed people rushing toward the barber shop.
All right.
We've got things for Europeans to do. Come on, let's get them.
Let me take you to the new patent just so you have access to it. And then it's up to you if you want to do it or we can come back later.
Giggle. See what it's
Okay.
about.
Yeah, hot towel in the shade, please, Clem.
Howdy, what can I do you for?
Hot towel in the shade.
Where are you going back to?
Lost John Saloon.
Him as well?
Yeah.
All right. He goes over and puts the towel on Kinley. Gets the towel and goes, puts it on
him like, oh.
And you guys are sitting there with hot towels on your head, and you hear dun, 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 dun. Sounds like one of those pianos with the paper deal that goes through them, like in Westworld. Dun, dun,
I pulled the towel off my face.
Ding, 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 ding.
I walk over and pull Alex's off, as he's probably not used to this.
He's just sitting there waiting. You guys are you're sitting at one of the tables. There seems to be a bottle of whiskey and 3 glasses at the table.
Nice.
You see Clem over there tending bar. That's kind of weird.
What?
Yeah, he's not a barber.
Howdy. What can I do you for? Says Clem.
We don't know how to activate him yet.
He brings over an additional bottle.
Yes, excellent.
Martini, shaken, not stirred.
He goes back, brings you a foul-tasting
Fuck. Well, there goes that. Yeah, okay.
No, shaken is always a foul-tasting martini. I
know.
Bond do that because
I thought that might be the secret code or whatever, but
no, you instead are stuck drinking this foul-tasting martini.
All right.
Well, it's a one-story thing that you're in, and the weird thing is, you know those swinging saloon doors and such, Matt?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They've got those, and outside, like, they don't protect against the cold at all. But in here, it's nice and normal, warm and stuff, like, you know, wearing your T-shirt warm. Out there, it looks like Canada cold, you know, and you can see the wall of fire close by as well.
Does he notice anything weird about it?
Yes. You notice that the wall of fire, imagine it's now like the waves of an ocean. It's kind of moving out and then coming back in. And sometimes some of the fire goes out and then restarts, kind of like a bad burner on a stove.
So does that mean that the broken pattern in that wall's getting worse, or is it being fixed?
Are you asking him or me?
I'm asking Freddy.
Well, I wasn't able to really discern much, but Bargain Man, or Tommy as he's actually called, was, and basically yes, we believe that it's for some reason getting weaker. I believe Doc may know more about that, but there's not much we can do about it.
Yeah. Why do I feel every session from now on I'm just going to be playing catch up? There's so much going on.
Yeah. So we don't. If you ever do come here, make sure you have a trunk with you, because we don't know how to use Clem. If you have any ideas, feel free to spout them out at him. But yeah. Anyway, the pattern is over here. I'll walk over to the wall and
he goes over to perfectly normal bare patch of wall.
Put my hand up to it. See you in a bit.
Touch it.
You disappear. You guys are both in a metal corridor. If you were to go that way, you see a wooden bridge with the horrible old man from scene 24 standing nearby, cackling and rubbing his hands together.
Oh, shit.
If you were to go the other direction, you see it goes into a big fucking room that has a pattern inscribed on the floor. You do not need to go over the bridge to get to the pattern.
Oh, God.
Yeah. If you're coming from the other direction, though, you kind of popped out like midpoint between the bridge and the pattern.
Yeah, that's where they came from originally to get here. They had to answer 3 questions or whatever, and if they failed, they die, but not die, just the other die.
Hate that shit. Glad I definitely missed that bit.
And also, if you look over there, just on the other side of the bridge, there's some inactive robots.
Actually,
no idea what they do.
It goes to a corner, so you can't see them from here, but around there.
I'll show them to him, yeah.
Do you want to walk them over there? That'd mean crossing the bridge.
No.
Oh, well, then I'll just tell them there's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
For some reason, Kinley doesn't want to cross the gorge of eternal death and the bridge of peril things and stuff.
I want to go show him the weird hand panel thing.
Right here's what it looks like. Here you go. There's a picture of the saloon as well for you. But
demon box. Nice.
And next to it is an empty pillar thing. And there's the horrible old man, of course, from scene 24.
What? Next to what? The pillars next to what? The
hand scanner thing. Well, the thing that he told you is a hand scanner. It's about the right height for being a hand scanner, or possibly mashing your penis up against.
So what's
Put your hand on it, see what happens.
What's the pillar for?
The hand scanner's in the pillar, I believe.
No, it's next to it. Next to it.
Next to it. No idea what the pillar's for.
Pretty putting your shit. You stripped the fuck off.
What are you doing now? I didn't.
Don't
have to do it now.
It's alright. I like it.
Well, make sure you
don't like it.
Put your hand on the scanner first. It needs to scan you. I think.
I put my hand on the scanner.
A beam of light appears and goes from left to right and back again. And then it makes like a little picture of your hand. And then words appear. It says, "Welcome, oh great Alex Kinley."
I like you, demon box.
It goes back to the blue and yellow grid.
Excellent.
All right. Well, if you want to do it, go right ahead.
With glistening backside and rippled muscle back.
He's posing for you. Give me a posing role. This is something that professional weightlifters work on.
I don't know if I actually have that. Surely I should have that by now.
If not, you'll be getting it soon.
All right. Let's have a learn. I'm gonna learn.
Close.
Sorry.
You're gonna watch his mighty rippled buttocks go. You're not paid enough for this shit, you think, Freddie?
I'm not paid at all for this shit.
Oh, well, there you go then.
Yeah, I want to see what this new thing is about. We can maybe get some information from this.
Could that Alex don't die, please?
I'll do my best.
All right.
I try and force my way through the pattern, the new pattern.
A new pattern. Okay. You begin to step upon the pattern, and immediately the same kind of bluish sparks and such begin kicking up around your feet as you confidently tread forward, relying on your mightiness to get you through the day. And let's see, walking pattern. There we go. What is your strength?
114.
Right. Call it 115. Hold on, I'm going to need my calculator for this shit. Not used to people having them quite that high, and I'm a little dim. So we go to calculator function. There, 115 equals 35. Right. You need to roll an 85 or less. He doesn't even slow down. He's just walking. And the worst thing is you can see that the sparks are getting up closer and closer to his cock and balls. And he's going, it tickles. Right. What is your endurance?
My endurance, 94.
Call it 95, so it's 15. Roll a 65 or less.
I have a quarter reroll, if I can give that to Freddie.
You can. Yes.
Cool.
I'll play it. Oh, whoops. Hold on, let me change it. Wait.
Decline it. There you
go. Okay. I don't play that.
Ooh. Right. I don't know why I'm rolling.
Right. Still need a 65 or less after he plays the supporter reroll.
Yes.
Great. Now, what is your willpower times 5?
100.
Let's see. So you need a 70 or less.
70 or less.
You striding forward. He stands in the middle of the pattern, waggling his penis at you and posing dramatically.
Can I get another posing roll?
Yes, you can.
I want to get that skill now, big time. Mm-hmm. Everywhere I'm going to go, I'm just going to be like, let me just put my foot up on this chest here. So, tell me about this thing. Damn you, posing roll.
Are you wanting to walk it also, Freddie, or are you good?
I want to see what happens with him first.
All right. He looks very, very pleased.
You all right, Alex?
Of course I am.
He flexes at you. Shows his penis.
You feel any different?
Tickly? My balls and cock and balls are very tickly at the moment. The sparks are nice.
Now, question: did you have any weapons or whatever magical pocketed?
Everything. I was like, here's the hammer, and then I was like, here's the scythe. Pull the fucking scythe. Put that down.
Got it. You got naked. It's probably a good idea. Roll a d8 and add it to your sanity, unless you're already up there.
Already maxed.
You don't care about that then. Let's see. Also, hold on a second. There's something special about this fucking pattern. While you are in this pocket shadow thing, as the PCs have begun calling it, you have a permanent plus 10% luck modifier.
Holy crap.
Okay, so make a note of that somewhere. Only in this pocket shadow thing. If you leave the firewall, then that stays in the firewall.
Right. Okay.
But anytime you're in the firewall, permanent plus 10 for the total modifier.
Holy shit.
Okay. And on top of that, hold on a second. Let's see here. Open. Amber powers. Okay, dealing with your pattern stuff only, because this does not help Trump stuff. Let's see, where's the pattern? Okay, what pattern power are you up to?
Not a lot. So I basically got, I start with Trample Shadows, and I want to sketch Trump and then sense Trump. So really travel through shadows is the...
you don't have detect power pattern?
No.
Cool. Now you have a choice between picking up that one, which advances you on the up to the higher levels of Trump,
right? Or
you could instead branch off to may attempt to travel through shadow the second time in a day, or you could go to Royal Road, which takes fucking 5 times as long to cross shadow, but it's a comfortable going. Or you could go with Hell Ride, which takes a less time to cross shadow, but it gives sand loss and is bad and all that. Very dangerous. But if you want to increase your actual strength, Detect Power Pattern is the going toward the one where you'll eventually be able to create artifacts.
Yeah. That probably seems like the one that's going to be a bit easier to try and get a crit on to get to the next one anyway. I can just use that kind of once a day, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll use that, please.
Here it is. Bing. That's the one Freddie was doing earlier.
Yes.
Now, I will say that the one above this leads to a lot of very interesting shit that will make both of you very happy.
Well, I have the next one, but yeah.
Well, would you agree it leads to a lot of interesting shit that will make him happy?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, there you go. Unfortunately, it's a bitch to try the next one.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a nice bottleneck. So that's what you. Oh, and you have no insanities on you. So yeah, that's pretty much your pattern experience.
Yeah, sweet. Right, it's worth it just to get the extra power. And the plus 10 luck is fucking sweet as shit.
Oh yeah, you're not sure why you got that, but you suspect. Both of you give me pattern lore rolls and stuff as you discuss.
I'm thinking. Can I just tell you what I'm thinking before you?
You totally can.
I'll give you. It's dependable. It's going to be different for each different person, and it's giving me that because of kind of like who and what I am and what I kind of I embody. So I'm kind of the whole luck of the Irish, leprechaun, blah blah blah. So it's like plus 10, but for someone else it could be something else. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay. I mean, why you got the next more powerful pattern skill?
As in, yeah, right.
Detect power pattern. But yeah, so
I got my successful pattern.
Did you?
Yeah.
Dealing with patterns in general, the luck thing, you're not sure what's up with that, but you suspect that whoever's controlling the thing set that up or something. But as far as the, what's it called? The gaining a more powerful up in the pattern skills, you believe that it might be each new pattern you walk, like each unique pattern you walk, if it's a full pattern, not pattern fragments or some shit, you may end up getting a new skill thing for pattern. But finding new patterns is obviously not.
So there's two ways. You either walk through a new pattern to get another skill, or you crit the skill before it, basically.
Yes.
So do I get, because I've walked this now, do I get any more information about the specific pattern as far as how it differs to the first one I walked?
It felt almost identical to you.
Right.
It was kind of like it's kind of like one of those frozen pop things that you like. That was like a very similar flavor, but a little bit different. It's still a frozen sweet treat type thing.
Okay. What?
Are you wanting to just stand naked in the middle of the pattern and?
Sure.
Okay.
Ready? Take a picture.
What? Hold on. Okay. Can you stand there for an hour?
Sure.
I'd pull out the sketch pad.
Not even any hesitation. Go ahead and give me a sketching roll as you spend an hour sketching him.
You know what? I'll try and make a Trump out of him as well.
What, you mean paint a Trump? Because the sketch only lasts for a week. And
I know, but why not?
Oh, okay.
I failed it.
Oh well.
I don't know if I've already asked this, but can you make a painting Trump off of a sketch? So if you sketch something for 10 days, could you not then try and make a painting of that sketch? No.
No. The one of the players has discovered some of the higher level powers allow them to do different shit that they has something to do with what you're saying. No, you're just crazy.
Very insane.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now pauses.
Where would you like to teleport to?
So that's the pattern that the doc created using the red ruby.
Gem of Judgment, yeah.
Right. So it was Doc then that put that particular aspect in there.
I don't know if he made it or if Ghost Wheel added it in or don't know.
So he used what is Ghost Wheel?
I believe Ghost Wheel is the entity that I think made this pocket shadow and the firewall, but I might be wrong. I'm pretty sure he made, or it made, or they made whatever Ghost Wheel is. They made the firewall. Not sure about the actual pocket shadow.
Part of Ghost Wheel is the scanner, right?
Something like that, yeah. Right. That's what Joshua told me.
So before we leave, I would like to try and use my new skill, Detect Power Pattern, specifically on that actual console.
Do you want to teleport over to it? That's the only way to get out, teleporting. You can't walk the pattern backward is what you've been told.
Oh yeah, no, when I'm done, you just choose, don't you? Like, I think I'm sure last time I just chose to be outside. Yeah. I teleport over to it.
All right. He jumps the scanner suddenly. It shrieks and scurries off. It's just saying.
I want to see if there's any elements of pattern within the actual
machine itself. He says, go for it.
Oh my.
Please.
That's the fucking luck of the Irish there.
Duck.
Wow. All right. Now, first off, a little bit
of pattern in the machine.
Yeah. Now, from here, you have choices. You can either go for the next more powerful one up, which is lead a small group through shadow between 4 and 10 people, which can lead to some very tasty things. Yeah. But you need at least 4 people. So if it's you two, you're going to have to find 2 poor bastards to drag with. Or you could take Analyze Power Pattern to give a vague idea of what it does. Or you could take Detect Power Chaos, which does the over there thing. Or you could go for Detect Power Pattern for the second time in a day.
What's the one that allows you to climb? Is that you said it's
to go up is lead the small group through shadow.
Yeah,
that's that one.
Yeah, that's a bitch to get up.
Yeah, well, Alex is
I have become
evil. So there you go. That's the next more powerful one up. Now keep in mind at your current skill. Okay, this part may be a bit confusing, but let me go through it for both of you just to be sure we're on the same page. Let's say you crit your Detect Power Pattern, take Detect Power Pattern second time in a day, crit that, get Detect Power Pattern third time in a day, right? Then later you crit Detect Power Pattern second time in a day, it does nothing for you because you've already got Detect Pattern 3 times a day and it doesn't have any other branches. So the only ones that does good for you to crit is the ones that have branches off of them. Yeah, even though it's the same name. So it works just a spell.
If you crit the latest one of per day, don't you then get an extra one per day?
Yes, if they have extra ones per day. A lot of them just say, like, for example, Detect Power Pattern. Well, actually, that one works different. Let's pick Detect Power Chaos. Mm-hmm. It goes to Detect Power twice a day, and then I wrote etc. So you can get up to Detect Power Chaos 10 times a day, and if you crit that, you get 11 times a day, and so on.
So just keep going.
Yeah, your only job is to keep track of what's the ones on the tree that will actually give you something for critting. Because some people were confused and they're thinking if I've got it up to 3 times a day by crit the 1 time a day one, then that gives me 4 times a day. It does not.
Yeah, no, we already talked about this. You've got to crit the latest one in order to get the next.
Yeah, I just wanted to.
You can't click the first one once a day and then get another one.
Yeah. Although where you're at right now, critting everything except the basic Shadow Walk will still has more shit for you.
Yes. Yeah, so
actually, even the basic Shadow Walk still has more shit for you. So pretty much where you're at, anything in your pattern stuff that you crit gives more shit.
Yeah.
Possibly Alex as well, or Freddy as well. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Well, I am tempted to walk it, but I'm so close to getting my first Matrix power.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to burn hero points before I get it, so I'll save.
I like how there's a fucking. It's like doing what this, you're doing what this.
Yeah.
I know it's a once a day power, so it's the next one up. But I'm so glad I went with reverse dice. I can't tell you how fucking good that is. So hopefully next time you get.
Well, I'm like 2 or 3 sessions away.
Yeah.
So.
Yes. Do you want to hear something really fucked up? For unknown reasons to you, Doc Fulton has 2 reverse dices a day.
God damn.
Yeah. Yeah, he got very fucking lucky.
All right. Well, I'm glad you lived. Good job.
You would be even more glad if he was to put on some motherfucking clothes. He poses in front. When you're standing in front of the scanner, you know, in the Facebook thing, when you type the word congratulations, if you were to click on it, it makes like little sparkles. It does that.
Thank you.
Wow.
Demon box. Right, I will get all my shit back together.
Done. Give me the pocket roll for these sites so you don't have to carry that fucker around.
Is that the eyesight?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll need to delete that from storage then.
Stole it off the Sheila.
Well, no, there's still one in the storage.
Oh, there's still one. Okay, fine. I'm gonna play Training Time. Oh, I forget.
That's a good idea. Okay. Pocket scythe. God damn, he rolls well. That's almost a fucking crit.
I know. So close. So close. I'm not worried about that though, because I don't know what else I'd want to get pocket-wise.
Nunchucks. Alex Kinley with nunchucks. That's all we need.
Scary shit. We've added the ads button to the. That's cool.
Freddie's been working his butt off on this shit.
The weapon and combats is nice to have because I'm going to move some of my abilities up. Now, if you add more to these pages, it's going to make the page longer, isn't it, Alex?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay. Hit the restroom real quick while you guys discuss what to do.
Yes. Well, we've come try and hunt the pattern submission. Good start.
It was a good start. You made it look easy.
Yeah. Lucky. Got high stats. Right, what have I got? So weapons. Right, so you were talking about trying to go and save.
Yeah, I mean, you like rescue missions, right?
Yeah, sure.
So, and we'll probably also need to kill the leader, Buckethead. So that'll be fun.
Yes. I know where he's
one small caveat.
What's that?
No magic in post-apocalypse. At all. No rolls, no nothing.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. But tech works, at least. Oh, also, I have access to Cyberpunk again. Hong Kong, specifically. If you ever need to go there, I have a Trump of the area. No money, unfortunately, but we can go there. And Shermer, Illinois as well. 2001 Earth. Just letting you know if you want to go there. So, Raslin, the person who kind of started the whole trade negotiations with Kim and her people, he came up with an interesting idea on how we could potentially rescue them. So his idea, and again, this is just his idea, is to deliver a large, basically, shipment, well, not really a shipment, but deliver them like a bunch of alcohol, get them all drunk, sneak in during the night, and then free Kim's people, weaponize them, and kill everyone. That was his idea.
The old get them drunk and go in while they're asleep ploy.
Yeah. I mean, they're not very bright, so to speak. They're like scruffy individuals. They have like makeshift armor. Their weapons are kind of meh, but they still have weapons, obviously. But they're not like military soldiers or anything. They're just goons.
Yeah.
Well, Buckethead is probably a bit more than that, but yeah. So the only thing is he gave some vague directions on how to get there. We need to go through the sewers, go west-ish. He described it all. I'll have a look in a sec. And then we'll go up to basically like a shoreline, and then their base is just down the shore. Kind of follow the shore and we'll find their base.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's yeah. Let me actually have a look real quick what the directions were specifically, so I don't fuck this up.
Holy shit, Matt! You should have worn your Gila suit today.
Tonight.
No, today.
Not today.
Yeah.
Unless it will, that's what I couldn't see.
Oh, I meant for the session. Anyway, in the future, you can wear it while you're gaming.
Yeah.
Anyway, what did you wild men decide to do?
Well, we're gonna go on the rescue mission, I think.
What?
Rescue mission, I think.
Oh, really?
Maybe, yeah, but we need to like figure out how to do it specifically.
Well, yeah, the only bad thing about this place that you're in is there are no chairs. Maybe the old man will let you sit on the bridge.
All right, yeah, let's go back to let's go back to the embassy. I'll jump us over there.
All right, no problem. 2 minutes later, you arrive back at the embassy.
Okay.
Shows a row of bands of furry people looking for you guys. Missions.
Time for the embassy.
Or are you?
Oh, I found the directions. They're not particularly useful, but okay. So anyway, do you have any ideas how to do this, Alex? I know you're skilled in combat, but there's more than like one person.
Yes. Yes.
So,
And Jimmy.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Without knowing a bit, I'd need to kind of see.
Yeah, do you want to go scout them out first? And have a look?
Yeah.
Okay.